I'll be 5 minutes. Pour some more wine, will you, George?
Yeah, sure. Philip?
Oh, no, thanks. I've got to get back to work. I'll stick with this.
Kathy? Ah, come on, good for baby. Get some of the milk, help him sleep.
Oh, well, yeah, go on then.
Peggy's told me all about little Ben. Yeah, it must have been a hard time for you two.
Well, we've managed, haven't we?
I'll tell you a story. Now, back in the 40s, there was a young man from round this neck of the woods. He got meningitis and all. But this was the full works. Left him deaf and dumb. Everyone gave up opening, except for his mum and dad, that is. Well, that little boy's name was Johnny Cooper, and he grew up to be featherweight champion and won 3 titles.
Is that a fact?
True story.
Well, my son's not going to be any featherweight, I can guarantee you that.
My philosophy is this. Our problems and difficulties are visited on us as a test. If I can talk about myself for a moment. As a youngster, I was a promising boxer. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I was handy. Things were beginning to happen. And then wallop. Broke my leg in 3 places. I'm 23 years old. No more boxing for me.
So how'd that happen then?
It's too boring to go into. The thing is, could have finished me. I could have ended up down the embankment with a bottle of meds. But, in the words of the old song, I picked myself up, dusted myself down and started all over again.
So, what line of business you in these days then, George?
Well, as a boxer, I like to keep on the move, ducking and diving, keep your opponent guessing. Well, the same thing applies in business.
So what'd you do exactly?
Sounds like you're trying to get me up against the ropes.
Oh, just interested.
I'm in the import and export business.
And what do you import and export?
Well, that all depends what's selling in the marketplace. I like to keep versatile.
Here we are.
Hey, I say.
Blimey, Mum.
Why are you looking so surprised for, you cheeky monkey? What have you been talking about?
I've been asking George what he does for a living.
And I've been telling him.
Always one for being nosy, this one. He was the same when he was a little boy.
It's all right. I don't mind.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not being rude, but, well, we were supposed to do this tonight, but we've had to change it for lunch. So what are you doing tonight, for instance?
Tonight, I may be up to a bit of this. But tomorrow morning, I may well be up to a bit of that. All depends.
George, would you like to carve?
Sure, but perhaps before I do, we ought to say grace.
Will you get a load of him? He's always doing things like this.
I can't resist it. I'm sorry.
That was the last one.
Oh, well done.
It was a copper down Turpin Road. I had to hide in the phone box.
But you put them up, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Could you give us a hand with my records later on? I've got 2 boxfuls, I weigh a ton. Thought we could use your van.
Well, I would, but get yours off to the wholesalers as soon as we pack up.
All right. Can you help us carry them then?
Well, I'm looking after Smilla. I can't be in 2 places at once, mate, can I?
Are you sure about this? I thought you wanted to go back to work.
Oh, I'm stuffed and, well, to tell you the truth, I don't fancy much going back to work and getting dirty again. I'm going to stay here and do a bit of paperwork.
So, what do you think?
About what?
George.
Oh, you seem like a nice fella.
Really?
Well, didn't you think so?
Come on, Phil Mitchell, I know you.
Didn't say I trusted him.
I knew you didn't. Well, Peggy clearly likes him.
Yeah, well, Mum likes Robbie Jackson. Don't mean I'd want him for a stepfather.
Oh, I've just realised we've nothing in for tea.
I'll get a takeaway.
Oh, great.
I've got to get back to that client about his car.
Oh, sure. I'll leave you to it. Yeah. Oh, hiya. Have you had a nice day?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, who have you seen?
Richard Wainwright.
What, you've been with them all day?
Yeah. What's the tea, Ma?
I'm getting a takeaway, Joe.
Great.
Listen, David just wants to make a phone call.
I'm not stopping him.
Oh, it's all right. It's not important. Mate.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing? I don't want to interfere or anything, but, I'll put those posters up. You can't just rip them down. going on? Are you a friend of Blossom's? No, you don't look it. Those are my posters. Look, it took me hours to put them up. Was it you who pulled them down earlier? Look, will you please stop doing that? You see, you don't understand that the thing it's advertising, the 70s night, that's my show. I've got my records, I'm all... Look, what's this all about? I mean, what have you got against me? Oi! Come on! What's going on? No, not my sweets, greatest hits. No, not my Mungo Jerry. Oh, come on! Oi!
Are you going to open your birthday present?
Yeah, after tea, Mum.
You hungry yet?
Yeah.
Chinese, do you? We can share then, can't we?
What are you reading?
Just a story.
Well, what's it about? It's just I was wondering if we could have a brief chat for a minute.
Yeah, when I finish this.
I can't even go to the police. Even if I could, they wouldn't do anything.
You haven't seen this bloke before?
No. Why'd he do it? A whole lot. My Van de Graaff generator, my Bloodwind pig, my T-Rex. Must have been hundreds of quid's worth of records there. Some you can't even put a price on them. Why? I just don't understand it.
I think we've fallen foul of the fly-posting mafiosi. We've trodden on some toes.
Not your records, though, was it? I mean, how am I going to get compensated?
Ta-da! You all right? I know you don't start yet, but we're going to have a bite to eat first and a drink.
Yeah, and then we're going to strut our funky stuff. Get down!
See you later.
See ya. Yeah, get down.
Good story?
Everyone died. What do you want to talk about?
Well, me and your dad have been having a chat about the future.
Talking about me behind my back now?
No.
Well, what else would you call it?
All right, if you like. It's just that we've decided after all the upheavals of the past year that what we all need is a bit of stability. And I know I've said some bad things about your dad in the past, but I believe he's trying to make an effort now, and I have to respect him for that.
You trust him?
Well, I think I've got to. Now, while we're never going to get back together in the way that I think you might hope, the fact is we've both decided that we'll always be there for you. So if you want to stay in London, that's fine. We'll both be around. Do you understand?
Hello?
Oh, hello. Is David Wicks there, please? He was supposed to be getting back to me about a car.
No, he's not. No, sorry, he's not. Yeah, I'll do that. Bye.
Was that the bloke your dad should have phoned back about the car?
Bloke?
What do you mean?
I was no bloke.
I don't understand.
Is that what he told you? And you trust him? See, that makes him a liar and you a fool.
What are you talking about?
Well, that bloke was Cindy Beale, his sister-in-law. I mean, she was putting on a voice, but I could tell it was her. No one else talks like her. Well, they're doing it, aren't they? They're talking about running away together. I heard them in the flat.
Oh, no, you're making this up.
Right. I got spring rolls, I got egg fried rice, I got noodles, I got chicken and cashew nuts, I got sweet sour pork, one frozen chocolate dessert, and a bottle of you-know-what. Let's have a party, shall we?
Don't believe me, Mum. Ask him yourself.